All right. It's now 7:01, and welcome to the Bedminster Township. This is our regularly scheduled Township Committee meeting for November 4th. Recognize that we have a full attendance in the Township Committee here in person with Committeeman Stevenson, Committeeman Hickey, Committeewoman Moreski, and Committeewoman Fernandez. Ms. Ray, may we please have the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, Mayor. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News Somerville, Bernardsville News Whippany, and to all subscribers and posted at the Township Municipal Building on January 5th, 2024.
Great, thank you. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is the time that we open up the meeting for public comment. Anyone wishing to make a comment or pose a question, no guarantees of an answer. Now is your opportunity to do so. First, we'll go around the room here in person. Seeing no takers. Anyone who's participating remotely via Zoom, take your cursor, scroll down to the bottom, click on reactions, click on raise hand. And Ms. Ray will put you into queue for public comment. Ms. Ray.
I am not seeing any help raised hands, Mayor.
Okay, thank
Public
you.
comment.
We will proceed. Two sets of meeting minutes to review and approve, October 21, 2024, the regular township meeting and the executive session meeting. Comments or questions that have not otherwise been provided to Ms. Ray? Seeing none, take a motion to approve both sets of meeting minutes.
So moved. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Permits and raffles, we have none. Straight to monthly report discussion by subcommittee chair, Committeeman Stevenson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. On DPW, we've started leaf pickup. That will continue for approximately a month. The folks were out there at the trunk or treat, so I'm sure we'll hear about that later, and the 5K. The generator project I've been reporting about is now up and running. Happy to report that. And I understand that the PSE&G reps are working with our folks on paving the old Stonehouse Road project there to finish that up. And the street light issue that we seem to be getting on Robertson and Auto Bridge has been repaired, I'm told. So we'll continue to monitor that. Thanks for the residents that reach out and let us know when that's going on. Had no historic pres meeting for October, so we'll see what happens here in November. That's what I've got. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Committeeman Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, all. My committees have not yet met, so I'll have a report next time. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you, Committeewoman Moreski.
Good evening, Mayor Jacobs. Hello, everybody. I have the same report as Colin. However, I just want to make a note that the EC normally meets on the first Wednesday of the month. This month, it has been bumped to the 3rd. So instead of November 6th, they will meet on November 20th. And that's all I have for tonight.
Okay, thank you. Committeewoman Fernandez,
Thank
you have a report.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to report out really quickly, recap the trunk or treat was successful. We didn't have a count of kids, but we had over close to 20 cars. And then also in the Bryce Rosen 5K run, Bill Rosen is going to give me an update with financials on that, but it was another successful event. So I'll have more after the rec advisory meets.
That's great. So certainly from the farmers market perspective, I know you guys weren't keeping count at the trunk or treat, but as someone who's managing some of the parking back there, it was a busy day at the farmers market. We had 1,220 people come into the farmers market, and a good chunk of that was coming from trunk or treat. It was great to see everyone out there with vehicles and
Beautiful
the
day.
parents and the kids. Weather was just outstanding. So Gina, I'm not sure what you did to put that all together, but it worked out great.
Yeah.
Bedminster Rec had a great presence out there. And DPW. Once again, great job with Mutilda still in service.
That's around.
Mutilda's, I think we've gotten a fair amount of use out of Mutilda. And also the pumpkins and the spiders and everything you guys did. That was just really
Amazing.
fantastic job for DPW. So thank you very much. And speaking farmers market, so this last weekend, a little chillier weather than the trunk or treat weekend. Our numbers were at 750. I'm sorry, 775.
Yes, sir.
775. Still a great day, given the right around freezing weather at the very beginning, but good to see everyone came out. So once again, fantastic. And the rest of my committees have not met either. And Renee, the library board is going to do a little bit different than what your committee did. So library board would typically meet on Wednesday, but that coincides with the League of Municipalities. So we're actually going to move the library board meeting up a week. So library will meet next week. I believe that's all we have on subcommittees. Ms. Ray, may we please have the administrators report?
Oh, boy, it has been a busy 2 weeks, Mayor, since our last meeting. We've been working on the bond anticipation notes for emergency services for the new radios. And also for the tender for Pottersville Fire and the ambulance remount. So we've got that all together in a package tonight for the Township Committee for consideration. We had 2 bid openings last week. One was last Tuesday was the Miller Lane Pump Station Replacement Project. And the other was last Wednesday, which was the Town Hall Roof Replacement project. So 2 bid openings, pretty busy, and just preparing for tomorrow's elections. We've been keeping residents informed with our website and sending the material out through RAVE. A lot of confusion about early voting amongst the voters. I can't even tell you how many calls we've received. It's been overwhelming. People show up here thinking they can vote early. People showed up today thinking they could vote early. Last week, the phones just didn't stop. So it's a lot of confusion.
So early voting ended yesterday.
Ended on Sunday.
And
yes,
it ended
correct.
Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. That's it for early
That's
voting.
it.
So if you haven't voted yet, you can still do drop off with vote by mail or
Correct.
show up in person.
From 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. And that's it.
Mhm.
Done.
I see that smile on your face.
It's just been a lot of confusion, especially for voters. There's just so many options out
Yeah.
there, and I think that too many options has been difficult. And that concludes my report.
Okay, and Chief, speaking about trunk or treat, community policing.
Nothing new to report this week, Mayor.
Okay. We do have one ordinance to introduce, and just as Robin referred to earlier, the bond ordinance, which would set some money up for some of the expenses that we had endorsed earlier in the year. But Robin, why don't you go ahead and just quickly talk about what's covered under ordinance number 2024-02.
Sure. So the all in, the bond ordinance appropriates a little over $2,026,000. And we'll be issuing 1.8747 in bonds on behalf of the township, leaving a balance of 151,300 that we funded through the capital ordinance with the 5% down that we need, that's required. And then there is a percentage that Tewksbury is going to pass 15,000 for the bond, the 5% down that they'll be paying us, and Far Hills is going to be paying the vendors directly. So that's it in a nutshell. So that we are going to be, the township's portion is 1.874700. And
So
we're
once
ready to
again,
roll.
just to run through the list of expenditures.
Sure. So it
It's-
includes a Pottersville Fire Company we're purchasing a new tender, which is a water tanker, tanker. It gets water to a fire. The other is for Pottersville Volunteer Fire Company, emergency services radios. What's happening is the county is phasing out the 500 megahertz for transmission, going to a 700. the radios that we're purchasing for all of the companies, Far Hills, Bedminster Fire, Pottersville Fire, Far Hills, Bedminster First Aid Squad, have all been end of life as of a year to 2 years ago. They're all, I think, 22 years of age now. And we're moving to a dual band radio. We are funding 80% for Far Hills, Bedminster. Far Hills is picking up the other 20%. And with Pottersville, Fire's radios, Bedminster is funding 60%. The rest is up to Pottersville. Far Hills is not, I'm sorry, excuse me. Tewksbury is not interested in moving forward with the radios. So we're just gonna give them our 60%. That's due. And the other is a remount of an ambulance for the Bedminster Far Hills First Aid Squad. The box is good, but the base is no good, so we're purchasing a new base. And that's all included in the bond. And there's about $60,000 in soft costs for the attorney's fees over the years and.
Okay, so this is, so I think, certainly the township committee has heard from both, well, actually not just both, but Pottersville Volunteer Fire Company with respect to the tender and the radios, Far Hills Fire Department with respect to the radios, Far Hills First Aid with respect to the radios and the remount of the ambulance. All right. If this is introduced, the public hearing for the ordinance will be scheduled for November 18, 2024. We have a motion to introduce ordinance number 2024-023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
The public hearing for this ordinance will be scheduled for November 18 here in these chambers. We have no public hearing of ordinances tonight. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items on the consent agenda. Any member of the township committee can pull any one or all of them off for individual consideration. Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote again, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 items for resolution for individual consideration. First is resolution number 2024-142. This resolution supports the Darby Development LLC. Their application to conduct a one-day steeplechase race meeting on property partially located in Bedminster Township on October 18, 2025. This is something that Bedminster does every year. Far Hills does the same. This resolution supports the Far Hills races, and this resolution allows the New Jersey Racing Commission to authorize betting at the event. Questions or comments regarding the resolution? Seeing none, take a motion to approve resolution 2024-142.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is resolution 2024-145. This resolution authorizes an emergency awarded contract to R&R Construction for repairs to the sewer main located on Route 202-206 in Bedminster Township in an amount not to exceed $30,000. Rodney, emergency for repairs to the sewer main. You have to imagine that was our Fall Fest event.
Yes, it was.
All right, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's behind the resolution and the $30,000?
Basically, this is just, we actually did receive the invoice today, but this is the cost of the contractor that I had to call in to make the repairs to the main that day.
And so that was the repairs the day of Fall Fest, and did it continue?
It will, well, we'll continue the repairs to the actual sewer main or finalize. I still have a call out to the state DOT to confirm locally road restoration. So there will be a little bit more to it. We'll have to go down and cut out the road and make some repairs.
Is that separate and apart from the 30 or the
That will be
that'll be a separate
from
one?
that.
Okay.
Current invoice we have is $26,000 change, I think, for the actual sewer main repair the day of. And then depending on what the DOT requires us to do for repair there, that'll then tell us what the restoration cost would be for the road.
Great.
I would think they'll want to get that done pretty soon because I know they have all the stations marked out and everything to do. They're gonna do a slurry seal on close to 202, 206. You see those white little numbers marks on the roads. That's the project they're gonna be doing. So I know they want to get this repair done before they do that slurry seal.
Related question, not necessarily pertinent on the resolution, but did we decide to send the pipe out for testing?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the pipe is out for some testing, trying to determine what happened with it. And then we're also looking at some different options for inspection of the force main. Kind of extensive, difficult project, but something everybody that I've interacted with, spoke to about this is we really should get out there and try to do some kind of inspection on it. It's kind of unusual what happened, so.
And if it happened in one spot with the same infrastructure, it may happen further down the road with the same infrastructure.
That's the concern, and speaking with some other utilities out there, there seems to be a problem with ductile iron pipe made in that era. Heard that from various water,
Bad iron?
What area?
yeah, something, we don't know what.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, just want to, I know we talked about this before, but just want to say thank you for those who don't know. Rodney got the call from Bedminster PD, I believe 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. 12:46. 12:46, but who's actually keeping track? And Rodney was there in just lickety split and was there through all of Saturday, Fall Fest. And also thank you to folks at DPW because they were doing triple duty that day along with Fall Fest with their own display and parking vehicles and managing the repairs. And same for Bedminster PD, which was also providing assistance with the lane closures and managing the traffic up at the incident there at the same time as participating at Fall Fest. So thank you, everyone, especially you, Ronnie, for being out there that very, very long day. Any further questions, comments regarding resolution 2024-145? Seeing none, take a motion to approve.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Morosky.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is resolution 2024-147. This resolution authorizes the insertion of a special item of revenue and insertion of an item of appropriation for equal amount in the 2024 budget to include funding for a 2024 private donation for the police department. Robin, are we addressing this to you or to Chief Bernardo?
It doesn't matter.
Resurgent Church did a cornhole event and the proceeds they're donating to the police department, and we're gonna purchase some safety equipment for the ATV.
Great. That's great. So thank you very much to Resurgent Church right up there in 206 North or 206 South, actually. Any further questions or comments regarding resolution 2024-147? Seeing none, take a motion to approve.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson,
Aye.
Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Ms. Moreski,
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye, and Chief, make sure to, I know you've probably already done it, but extend our appreciation to folks at the church for this donation.
No, sir.
Last resolution for tonight is Resolution 2024-148. This resolution authorizes the current fund transfer in the total amount of 1 million. Oh, I'm sorry, not 1 million. That's much less. $1,745. Ms. Ray, what are we doing here?
It should have been put on consent agenda. My apologies, Mayor. We just had a shortage in our group health waiver line. We didn't anticipate that employee was going to take a waiver. We anticipated them to take insurance and they took a waiver, so we were short in that line. So we just are making a transfer from one fund to the next.
The waiver was earlier in the year, or the waiver was?
So
now?
waivers, healthcare waivers are paid out in November, typically the first meeting in November is when we do healthcare waivers to all the employees who take health benefits from either a spouse or somewhere else.
Got it. Any further comments or questions regarding resolution 2024-148? Seeing none, take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I'm sorry, was that
Second.
okay, thank you. Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
And I will take a motion to approve the bill list pending review of individual invoices. So moved.
Second?
Roll call vote again, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
So moving right along, 7:23, Robin's got an early day tomorrow, so let's keep this going. New business, do any township committee members have anything they want to place on for discussion for new business? Seeing none, old business, we'll go to utilities.
What time do you have to get up tomorrow, Robin?
Oh, I have to get up at 4. I have to be here at 5.
Mayor, I have nothing to report on utilities.
Committeeman Stevenson and John Bellardo, any update on the Pluckman Park senior housing?
No, sir.
I do not have an update on the Somerset.
That
That was well done. I noticed you did that. Yeah. Well, I have no update on Somerset Hills Public Safety Committee meeting. And that is what we have for old business. Go to Township Committee comments. We'll start with Committee Woman Fernandez.
Remember, Mayor. Just wanted to remind everyone to get out and vote tomorrow, and Robin, good luck tomorrow, and that's all. Have a good night.
Committee Woman Moreski.
I just want to extend my thanks to the rec department for trunk or treat because it looked like there were a lot of little kids that had a really good time. And nobody comes trick or treating at our house, so I got to see a few costumes, so that was exciting. And everybody get out and vote, and thank you, Robin, for all this work. I know this is tough. Have a good day, and that's it. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Committeeman Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to thank everybody who goes out and seeks elected office, because it's not easy, as folks up here know, folks out in TV land know. Putting your name out there, putting your name on signs, putting yourself on Facebook, putting yourself on the ballot is very tough. We appreciate anybody who dedicates themselves to public service, and everybody else, get out and vote tomorrow. And Robin, thank you for getting up early and coordinating the chaos tomorrow. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you, Committeeman Stevenson.
Mayor, how can I repeat and how can I go after these folks? I have nothing further to say.
Well, usually someone says, oh, they took what I was going to say. Well, Committeeman Hickey took what I was going to say because, this is my 5th campaign for Township Committee.
Wow.
And so I've been out there. My name's been out there and Renee, this is your 3rd time. And we all know what it's like to put your name out there. You become a target. You get accolades, you get criticized, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, for those who put their name out there, up and down the ballot, kudos to y'all for doing that. It is not easy. It is not, you know, there's stress associated with it all the time. I certainly want to thank everyone for running, and also want to thank the voters, and just once again, remind the voters. Just one day, right? If you haven't done it already, this is your time to vote for government up and down the line. So please do your civic duty. It's a privilege. That's all I have. At 7:27, take a motion to adjourn for the evening.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Good night and good luck to everyone who's running.
Good night. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
That was an aggressive.
Yeah, that I definitely heard.